because in the Philippines, it's just a dream, man. Like it's hard to get into like show business in the Philippines because back then you need to be really handsome and,
Mm-hmm.
and 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 beautiful to get in or to get a chance, of being an actor or an actress there.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Chat with Nick. Today's guest is Rhandy Torres, a Filipino-American actor whose journey from respiratory therapist to actor has been rooted in purpose and live connections. Today, we'll talk about his acting, his journey as a father, culture, and how his real life continues to shape with his work. Hi, Randy. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Hello, Mom Mick.
Mamik!
Thank you for having me. Thank you for the invitation. Finally, we're doing it.
Finally, after, oh my gosh, after 4 years or 5 years, oh my
I
gosh,
know.
finally,
Yeah.
we're here in front of each other, face to face, in
Right?
chat with Mick. We're no
Yes.
longer talking on an online
Right.
live streaming
Yeah.
platform,
Here
right?
we are. We can actually we
Yay!
hold hands. We're in the same room, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, but before we talk about the roles you play and the life you live now, especially in an industry that's quick to cast you, what roles have you played before the world told you who to be?
Are we talking about acting, or are we talking about like real life?
Your
Like
real
what my
life,
favorite
yeah.
role?
What's
Well,
happening in your real life?
my favorite role is being a dad. To my daughter Isabella. She's
Mm-hmm.
21. I was just with her the other night. We attended a short film premiere in USC,
Mm-hmm.
and she's studying film also. My daughter's studying film too, and then also I have a 12-year-old son. His name is Ethan. So yeah, that's my favorite role. I'm happy playing their dad in real life, but in film, um, I play different roles already.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are, of course, playing dad, being uncle, the good uncle, mean uncle, funny uncle. I play the Master Chief, and a lot more. So I'm happy and I'm excited. I get to live my dream as being an actor, and also being a dad to a daughter and a son.
Since you were a child, have you always dreamed of becoming an actor?
Um, I've always loved acting.
Mm-hmm.
That I know for sure. Even when I was in kindergarten, I remember if there's a chance that we're gonna create a skit in class, I'll be very excited about it. Like I would prepare like days before it. I couldn't sleep because I'm so excited. I will get to play a skit or a play, and then
Back when you were in kindergarten.
I knew already that I love acting. And then in high school, in St. Francis School in Santa Ana, Manila, they created a Teatro ni Kiko, that's what they call it. And I joined because then I get to act on stage. And then before coming here to the US, I got a chance to act on TV as extras, but regular extras for that TV show called Spoop.
Mm-hmm.
It airs on Channel 5, ABC 5. And yeah, I got to try it. So, and then I graduated from respiratory therapy in the Philippines, and meaning it's time to go to the US and join my family and do the work. And I've been doing that for so long. And I just started acting again like in 2018.
Back in the Philippines, did you try out being an actor on TV and on film?
On TV, yes, that show Spoop. Uh, it's like Mad TV in the Philippines, where the show impersonates famous people, TV shows, and movies. So we did that. We're extras, but we're regular extras.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to set every week when they're filming it. The mainstays there are Rufa May Quinto, Tito Willie Nepomuceno. There's, of course, John Santos there, Candy Pangilinan, Rafi Rodriguez, and different guests every week.
So that was like a comedy,
It's a
right?
comedy show, yeah.
Did
That
you
airs nationwide every week.
mm, did you ever try improv?
No, no, I haven't. Some people are telling me to like try stand-up comedy, where of course that's a lot of improv, but I don't know. I'm scared. I don't think I can do that.
So would you rather do dramatic roles and serious ones?
Yeah, I love doing drama. I love doing comedy. I love doing drama because there's a lot of things that I can pull from. Past experiences, people that I love, family, kids, of course. My mom, who passed during COVID in 2020. So if there's a scene that I need to cry, I just think of them, and it turns to a faucet. I can
So
just
what
get
were
stuck.
those experiences from
Well,
the
losing
past?
my mom, of course. She's the number one person in my life. I love her so much. I grew up not having a dad. So, yeah, losing her was devastating. And so just the thought of not having her anymore, you know,
Was that during COVID?
during COVID. She died not from COVID. She died from not getting treatment from stage 4 lung cancer.
Yes, we share the same experience because my father also passed away with stage 4 lung cancer.
Oh, wow.
But that was in 2015.
Okay.
Yeah. What
We're meant to be together in this
we're meant
room
to be together.
today.
God. When you were in the Philippines, what kinds of activities were you doing and how did you end up in respiratory therapy?
Yeah, good question. Yeah. So, I uh, I first enrolled to study physical therapy at Aguinaldo College. And so my first 2 years, it was fine, just the regular course subjects to take. And then when it's time to do the proper years, like studying physical therapy, the work itself, I realized that this is not for me. So like I told my brother and my mom, I said, Kuya, and Nay, I don't like physical therapy. Um, I think it's not for me. Can I study something else? So I was about to enroll to study computer science. But on the day before I was gonna enroll to study computer science, my sister who was in the US called us. She said, "Nope, you gotta study anything that has to do with healthcare." But of course, I don't want physical therapy. I don't want to be a nurse. So what else is left? I'm not gonna be a doctor. That's too long and too expensive. And so I ended up studying respiratory therapy, which I'm glad I did because I love it. I love doing it here. I love doing it back then in the Philippines, and I think I'm gonna be doing it till you know forever.
What are the things you love about respiratory therapy?
It's not routine. There's a lot of fields in respiratory therapy that you could work on. First, you can work on like acute care setting, like you're in a hospital. So you deal with patients on ventilators. Then you work on subacute, where it's long term. Patients are there for a longer period that are on ventilators. And then also I did home health, which we do CPAP setups. We go to patients' house to set them up with breathing apparatus like CPAP and oxygen titration studies. I did that. I did that the longest actually. I enjoy doing that because I get to travel, get to drive around. I'm not stuck in a hospital. I get to meet people, and it pays okay. So I did that for a long time. And then also there's this part where you do sleep study, which I didn't get to do, but I'm happy with home health.
From doing respiratory therapy for a long time, how did you get back into acting, which was your first love?
Yeah. So you know what? It's kind of like an accident that I happened to like discover that I could act here in America.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the Philippines, it's just a dream, man. Like it's hard to get into like show business in the Philippines because back then you need to be really handsome and,
Mm-hmm.
and 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 beautiful to get in or to get a chance, of being an actor or an actress there. Whereas here, you it's not really a requirement. It's just if you know how to act. There's character roles like the Samuel L. Jackson, of Hollywood. So I'm like, there's probably a chance here. It's a great character actor. Of
Okay.
course, he's a handsome man, but he's a great character actor. He could play anything. Whereas in other places, well, being a handsome person is kind of like their, ticket to get in show business, even though they're not really good actors.
Mm-hmm.
So, but with Samuel L. Jackson, he could do it all. So I was driving PCH, right? I was driving PCH. I was taking my kids to Newport Beach, because they love playing on the beach. And then there's a spot there where we get a ham and cheese croissant with hot chocolate. It's just perfect. I think it's called Seaside Bakery. You gotta try it if you're in the area. So I was driving at PCH, and then there's a billboard that I saw, and it says on the billboard, "Are you an actor?"
Mm-hmm.
Just simply letter R, you, and then an actor. So I was like, "Oh, what was that?" So I just kept driving, right? And then on the way back, for some reason, I hit a stoplight. There's a stoplight. So I was the first car there. And so I had a good look of the billboard because that's where I stopped.
Mm-hmm.
There's a red light. Maybe God is telling me, stop here, look at that billboard again, and read it. And so on the billboard, there's a hashtag of the group that train actors, models, singers, and dancers. And so they would do workshop for them for a whole year. And at the end of the year, there's going to be like a showcase where we would perform in front of managers and talent agents. And that's how I learned how to like create acting profiles for actors, how to self-submit, and get headshots. And then as the projects are coming back, getting developed and finished, I put together a demo reel for my
Mm-hmm.
acting, and so I just kept self submitting, and luckily, I'm booking gigs, so I could build on that reel.
Mm-hmm. So what were you submitting to?
Um, so on casting profiles, like for example, like Actors Access or LA Casting, which is now called Casting Networks, uh, I would on search bar I would type Filipino, and so all the Filipino roles or even Southeast Asian roles will come. We will show, and then I will just self submit if the age is within my range, my age. Of course the look too. So I would self submit, and then they would ask you to audition, and if you get lucky enough, they would ask you for a callback audition, and if you get lucky again, you get the role.
What challenges did you face as an Asian American actor or Filipino actor if you're trying to book roles in Hollywood or even non-Hollywood films?
Yeah. Well, because the thing is, with acting, there's no really advantages or disadvantages if you're Filipino versus if you're white or if you're black, because life happens to everybody, and their story needs to be told. And so if there's a story that needs to be told with those people, then I try to audition for those kinds of projects. And you just have to look for it, and
Mm-hmm.
then if you get booked, you do your best to make it work. And if the people in that project likes your attitude, likes your performance, then they would refer you to the next one, and then you just get direct booking, and then so on and so forth. So it just happens, and I'm not really picky with roles because to me there's no small role. Um, because every chance for me to like act is a blessing,
Mhm.
because it's a passion. I love it. So yeah, I just keep doing it.
You were saying there's no small or big roles, right?
Yeah.
And you're willing to choose anything if you get picked. What are your most memorable roles, or what are the most memorable films that you've acted in?
Yeah. Um, the most recent one, the one that we just saw yesterday, it's called Manongs. It was written and directed by Colin Galeste from it's a USC Master's Program thesis film. And so we saw it last night. Everyone was amazed by it. We can't wait for people to see it. It's amazing. Um, I acted with Brandon English and Jeff Francisco, and yeah, it's we had a great time watching it. And then also the Master Chief.
What is Manongs about?
Manongs is a story about like three Filipino friends who immigrated to the USA back in the 40s,
Mhm.
and then so they will work on orange on the field where they plant oranges, and then um, and then one of I don't know if I'm gonna tell you the whole story, but it's one of the manongs. One of us has had a dream of being an astronaut, and the story it's gonna be told if it's gonna happen for him or not. Just leave it at that.
Okay, and so what's the
I don't want to get in trouble.
So what's the Master Chief about?
Yeah, the Master Chief was written and directed by Chris Soriano. Out of the many movies that he has written and directed, that thankfully are part of, which I thank Chris Soriano and Hilary Soriano for the trust. Um, Master Chief is about the Filipino mafia in the Navy. It's their story. It's available right now on Amazon Prime. So if you want to check it out, it's available on Amazon Prime. And then another project that
Is it true that there's really a Filipino mafia
oh
in the
yeah,
Navy?
oh
I
yeah.
mean, is it just called a mafia because it's a group of people, or is it there's bad stuff happening?
No, there's no bad stuff happening. It was the latter that you mentioned. Yeah, there's just a group of Filipino that are really close to each other, that supports each other, and that will do everything to make things happen. So it's kind of like the mafia mentality, but they're not really like
It's like the
mafia.
mob
No, yeah,
mentality,
yeah, yeah,
kind
but
of.
in a good way.
Uh,
Yeah, so that's the Filipino mafia in the Navy, the U.S. Navy.
it's like the nursing mafia in
Yeah,
the hospitals,
yeah,
right?
yeah. You can call it that way. So yeah, yeah.
What's the next one?
The next one is there's one episode that I did for Darman. It's called "Girl Won't Show Face in School." Um, uh, uh, I did a couple of Darman episodes, but this one um, is I think it's really good because it's going on 42 million views already. So I enjoyed doing that, and I like the role that I portrayed. So it's one of those, and there's a lot more, and, projects that I worked with that involves my idol in acting, which is Princess Punsalan. It's called Tahanan, and then it's a short film, and there's a lot, there's many more. It's on my Instagram.
How
So
many
you can see it.
films have you done to date?
Um, a lot of short films. Um, if on my IMDb credit it says 70 plus, but most of them are short films, and the features are that I remember that I had fun doing was The Year I Did Nothing. That was directed by Ana Barredo. That was the first feature ever that I've done. And then, of course, the Master Chief. And then there's two more that's gonna come out. One is releasing, I think, next month. It's called Red Light Teachers with Drea Castro. She was amazing in that movie. It was also written and directed by Chris Soriano. It stars him and Hilary Soriano. And then there's one coming out again middle of the year. It's called The Handyman.
Are you the handyman?
No, Chris is the
Oh,
handyman.
Chris. Oh, it's another Chris Ariana movie.
Yeah, it's that Chris Soriano movie. I played his dad.
One of the last films I saw was Love and Karma, and
yeah.
you played the pastor.
Yes, yes. I missed that screening because I was in San Francisco. We were filming there. I was asking the director, can we do my scenes first so I can fly back and catch the screening of Love and Karma? But fortunately, it didn't happen. But I heard a lot of great things about it. So congratulations to the Love and Karma team.
Yeah, it was a really, really good film. And seeing you there, I was like, oh my God, I know that guy. In that role, you played the pastor. There was this scene about the pastor reprimanding the lead actor about having extramarital affairs, or what the Catholic faith
Yeah.
deems as extramarital affairs,
Yeah.
even though the person had divorced. And in the eyes of the Catholic faith, you're not allowed to do that because the person's still alive. What do you think about that?
Well, because the story is based on a real life story. It's a true story. So this happened like decades ago. And before, especially in the Philippines, they're really, really strict with that. Back then, they don't even have an annulment. So I would understand that the culture was like that back then. So it was harder for them to be together, having that kind of, beliefs. So, yeah, that's why.
And so as you go through all these roles, what belief system do you hold on to?
Um, just like respect the process and really prepare for your role because as an actor, you're just one of the many team player. You're not special because there's a lot of things that involves filmmaking, and you just gotta do your part. And so that's just how I approach every project, every role. I respect everybody on set like their family because first of all, I love acting, so I love being on set. Just like how I love being around my family that I respect and love. So I show the same thing with the people I work with in films, and most importantly, just have fun doing it. Just make sure you prepped enough to give it your best and to make the project work at the end.
If there were anyone out there who wants to be an actor, especially a Filipino-American actor who wants to get more roles in Hollywood or not even Hollywood, what would you say to them?
Yeah, I mean, if it's their passion, if it brings them joy, happiness, then go for it. If it's acting, if it's anything else like singing, dancing, painting, like what I just found out right now that you paint and you're an amazing painter. I didn't know that, and so just go for it. And but if it's acting, then just study. It's important to go on to study acting. Go on acting classes. Even though if you're not booking roles, still attend acting classes because it's kind of like your gym. Your acting muscles needs to have their training, needs practice. So if you get the opportunity of auditioning for a good role that could change everything, then you're ready to do it because you've been preparing for it. Whereas if you're not, then maybe someone else who's doing more work, more preparation might take it. You know.
What routines do you have to do before you actually go on set? Do you have any acting rituals or practices?
Uh, yes. First, first thing, coffee.
Hmm.
No, but
What kind of coffee?
um, well, when I'm at home, I have this Vietnamese coffee, the 3-in-1. So that's what I drink. I want my coffee strong, and but if I get it from Starbucks, my go-to drink is the triple shot hot mocha, tall triple shot hot mocha. Because if
Hmm.
it's just regular double shot, it tastes like hot chocolate. So it has to have that extra shot.
It has to be extra strong.
Yes, it has to be extra strong to wake me up.
Going back to your acting practices or rituals or routines, what are they?
Are we talking about like if I land a role and it's filming like
Hmm.
in a month,
Yeah, what do you
or
do
are we?
before
Yeah.
you go on set? Do you do any vocalizations or muscle exercises? What do you do?
No, if it's the day of filming, there's nothing really else I do. You know, I just shower, get my
Mm-hmm.
stuff ready, and then head out to go to the set. But the days leading to it, I do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you have to like memorize the script really, really well. It's important for actors to memorize the script really well because once you're on the set and you're doing, you know, the scene, you don't want to be like thinking what to say next. You know, so you wanna be really that the character, and for you to be able to do that, you need to memorize the script really, really well. And then I also like do research. Like if I know I'm playing something that, say for example, in the military, I would watch military movies so I could like learn more about it, and then rehearse. Yeah, it's good to rehearse rehearse the scene, you know, before actually doing it.
Going back to the thing that you love the most, which is being a father. So you have two kids, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
do you have any dreams or aspirations for them? Do you want them to be actors too?
No, not really. I mean, it's really whatever they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever that's gonna make them happy. Like my daughter Paulette, I didn't tell her to study film. One day she just told me, "Daddy, I want to study film." I said, "Okay, you know, if that's what you want, then yeah, go ahead." And sure enough, she's on her second year, and I see that she's having fun with it. Like she wrote a short film that she submitted in school out of many hundreds. She's Her script got picked by the school to be funded for filming, and so they just finished it. Unfortunately, we just went to the Philippines a month ago, but she couldn't come because she was doing the post production for that short film. So I could see that she's enjoying. She told me, "Daddy, I think I'm gonna be a good first AD." I was like, "Okay, I know how first AD works. Okay, I think so too." So yeah, she's having fun with it. And
Mm-hmm.
with my son Ethan, she, well, right now he's saying that he wants to work for NASA. I don't know what he's gonna do, if he's gonna be an engineer or what. I don't think he's gonna be an astronaut, but he likes science. Yeah, so I will see. Whatever it is, I'll support it.
What are your current projects?
Um, right now we're in pre-production for a sci-fi movie that Mark De Leon wrote and will be directing. We already met with our lead actor, George Hu. He's a great, amazing, he's famous in Taiwan. I worked with him in this movie called 33 Days that was shot in San Francisco. And then also Chris is doing another two more features that he mentioned to me about that I can't, like
Mm-hmm.
discuss yet. Um, and then there's this for my first vertical that they're gonna start filming. They did the proof of concept already.
A lot of things going on for you, and I'm so glad you found the time to be here with us today. Thank you so much, Randy.
Yeah,
I really appreciate you being here, and it's so fun to be in your company once again. To everyone out there who's watching, thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next episode of Chat with Nick. Bye.
This episode is brought to you by Tang and Java. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out.